Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to install KDE desktop in Linux Mint. So for that you have to open your terminal and you have to search for the KDE desktop. So you have to input the command sudo apt search KDE desktop. So it will show you all the KDE related packages that are available in the apt. So you can see here these are all the KDE related desktop packages, plus you can see the GNOME and other desktops also come up because we have searched for KDE space desktop. So all desktop packages from other desktops will also come up, especially the desktop installation package meta packages will come up and all the KDE packages will come up. So you have to search for the KDE desktop. So here you can see these are all the KDE packages related to the installation of the KDE desktop, and among this you have to search for the KDE desktop. So you see in Ubuntu the KDE desktop is called Kubuntu. So it is a flavor of Ubuntu that is called Kubuntu. So that is also available, and these are the language packages related to KDE. Then some libraries are there. Going further down you will come across the Debian KDE packages, meta packages. So you can see here this is all from here. This is all Debian KDE packages with the specific language that will be the default language for that desktop. So if you want to have a install in Estonian language, for example, on your KDE desktop, then you have to use the task Estonian desktop. So it will install the Estonian language desktop on your system. So you will have a KDE desktop with the Estonian language as default. So these are all those packages, and at the bottom you can see some other desktop packages will also be shown because we have searched for KDE space desktop and not KDE dash desktop. So if you search for KDE dash desktop, it will give you the results only related to KDE desktop. Other desktop meta packages won't come. So that's it. So this is all the Debian desktop packages. These are all Debian desktop packages up to here. From here up to down it is all Debian, and if you come here at the top it is the Kubuntu desktop. So what we will do is let us try to install the Kubuntu desktop. So for Kubuntu, where was the yes, so you have to install sudo apt install Kubuntu desktop. So let us do it. Let us see what happens, how the we can say configs get handled, whether the desktop is successfully installed and whether the desktop will work or not. So you have to just change the command. That's it. And now you have to enter the command and let it execute. So you can see here, so these are all the packages that are going to get installed. There will be some suggested packages, some recommended packages. So Plasma, Discover Backend, Snapd. So since it is Kubuntu, you have to install this recommended packages, and you may or may not install the suggested packages. So what we will do is we will just keep it default. Whatever it wants to install, it will install, and we will also install the recommended packages. So we will have a default Kubuntu desktop with the Snapd enabled, and if you don't want the Snapd, if you hate Snapd, don't use this. That is, don't install the Plasma Discover Backend Snapd. So that will keep your Kubuntu KDE desktop free from the snaps. So now let us begin with the actual installation. It should, I think, how many 20 packages are going to get upgraded, 636 newly installed, 1 to remove and 137 not upgraded, and total 463 MB of archives will be downloaded. So let us start. It should finish in about 5 or 10 minutes, not more than that. So anyway, it is a new installation. There will be some updates to be done. So I will not do the update. After this installation will complete, we will stop the video there, and in the next video we will check out the Ubuntu desktop that we are installing Linux Mint. Let us see what happens. The fun thing to learn here is how the configs gets handled, because you see Linux Mint has some different configs, the Ubuntu has different configs. So how the configs are handled? So if your developer is very good, then you see if you install even the Ubuntu, we had installed the Ubuntu GNOME desktop, but it was working perfectly in this Linux Mint. So that shows that Linux Mint developers have done a great job, and that is the reason why Linux Mint is very stable. You see, they have perfectly configured their system. So I think this Kubuntu will also work very nice. I think all the this Ubuntu based installation of desktops is working great in Linux Mint. Debian is also good, not bad, but there are some issue in the budgie, I think. But Kubuntu is working perfectly. In fact, the Ubuntu and Kubuntu should work, because we have seen in the GNOME desktop how it is even it is installing its own decorations. The decorations, the wallpapers are also from Kubuntu. While when we install the Debian desktop, the decorations was from Linux Mint, and the package selection was as per the Debian desktop task. So this is a big difference. So if you do such experiments, you get a lot of knowledge about the system configs, the packaging, which installing which meta package will install what, how it will, whether it will work or not, how it will perform. Okay, so according to security audit by Taylor Hornby, the current implementation of ENCFS is vulnerable or potentially vulnerable to multiple types of attacks. For example, attacker with read-write access to encrypted data might lower the decryption complexity for subsequently encrypted data without this being noticed by the legitimate user, or might use timing analysis to deduce information. Until these issues are resolved, ENCFS should not be considered safe home for sensitive data in scenarios where the attacks are possible. So it's just a warning. Now you can see, since we are now going for the Kubuntu desktop installation in Linux Mint, so we had used the Linux Mint Cinnamon desktop as the base. So it was using the light DM. Now we have since installed the KDE or the Kubuntu desktop from Ubuntu. It has the SDDM as a default display manager. So now you have to choose between the two display managers. So what we will do is, let us go with the SDDM. Let us see what happens. So what we will do is, we will keep it as we will keep the system snap free. So we will not install the Plasma Discover backend snap and snapd. Instead, we will just use the KDE style Qt curve and the libc6 developer. So only these two packages we are going to install. And now just copy, and further you can install all this suggested packages also. You can install if you want. I think it is not required. You see, network manager, open connect, network SSH. Yes, only maybe network manager. Yes, Flatpak is there. So Plasma Discover backend Flatpak network manager, Fortis SSL VPN. So Fortis VPN is there. So you can install this. Otherwise, VLC plugins also you can install. Rest of things it is not required. Anyway, you can just then maybe install everything. Dolphin plugins will be required. GCC compiler, maybe if you are going to make any packages on the system, it will be required. So we just wait for the installation to complete. Okay, so the installation of the Kubuntu desktop is completed, and we won't be installing any of those suggested or recommended packages, because whatever the necessary packages are there already, they have been chosen and installed. So we won't do it, but if you want, you can go with this. So there will be some extra plugins, the GCC compiler, some components of the GCC compiler, the Git is there. So some file system program packages are there, so you can install that, and the some packages related to the network manager. So anyway, for the review, this is all not necessary, but when you do the installation, you can select all these suggested and recommended packages and you can install. And if you are a big hater of Snapd, you should not install this Plasma Discover, Snapd, Snap and the Snapd package. So these two packages you should not install. Rest all is okay, and we will now stop the video here. In the next video, we will check out the Kubuntu KDE desktop that was just installed in this video. So see you then. Bye bye.